Alpha Chat.
Hello and welcome to another episode of Alpha Chat, the feature where we talk about game series in an alphabetical order. I am your host, Samus Killer Dan, and with me today I have a special guest with me. Would you like to introduce yourself?
Hi, it's Liam.
It's Liam. Hello. How are you?
I'm alright, Dan. How are you?
I'm not bad. I'm feeling good because today we're talking about the Sonic series, because it's the letter S, with, as always, what got us into the series, what our favourite game is, and what we think is next for the series of Sonic the Hedgehog. Well, my first Sonic game was the original Sonic the Hedgehog on the Mega Drive. It's Genesis.
Same.
Yep. I got it because I got it for my Christmas, like 96, I think it was, something like that. And I wanted a PlayStation that year for Christmas, but my parents couldn't afford it. So they got me a second-hand Mega Drive, and I was over the moon because it came with like a handful of games, one of them being Sonic the Hedgehog. And I remember just sitting on Christmas Day, just playing it, Sonic the Hedgehog 1 for like about an hour straight. Just sitting on
sweet.
Yeah, just sitting on my mum's kitchen worktop, hooked into this little black box, this TV was from like, it's older than me at the time.
Yeah.
And I remember just sitting there and just absolutely like loving the fact that it was my first ever system, so it was like sort of it was the first ever game I stuck in as well. So
Yeah.
kind of a special sort of thing really with Sega Mega Drive. I've still got it actually right next to me now.
Really?
Yeah, I've got it. I don't sell my systems or my games.
Mine is somewhere. I don't know where it is. It might be like in my attic somewhere. I don't remember.
Yeah.
But my first experience with Sonic was pretty much exactly the same as yours, except I didn't own the Mega Drive at first. It was my cousin's, and he's slightly older than me. And I remember going around to his, and it was. I must have only been about 5 or something at the time, and that was my first exposure to Sonic, playing the first. I think it would have been at the time the first 2 Sonic games on the Mega Drive. I think what drew me in, because that was literally the first kind of game I'd really played on not in the arcades. And so I think what drew me in more than anything, I couldn't really appreciate how well designed it was or anything like that. But what drew me in was the character and just how well animated Sonic was, and just how he really
felt
popped
alive.
up. Yeah, he felt like a real character. He had he had a personality, which was more than as much as we love Mario, he didn't really have that as a character.
No.
In his games very much.
He didn't really react to much to his surroundings as much as like Sonic was.
Yeah, Sonic was just like really animated and alive, and yeah, he was a cool character.
But we might as well move on to our favourite in the series, and my one is completely based on nostalgia. And that very same Christmas, I got Sonic 1 and I got Sonic 2, and Sonic 2 still to this day is my favourite Sonic game. They were the only 2. I had that in Spinball. I had 3 Sonic games with the system when I got it, and Sonic 2 was the one that, even after I played Sonic 1 for so long on Christmas Day, Sonic 2 is what I kept going back to, mainly because of I felt like the levels felt faster, everything it flowed better. And also because of the 2-player aspect of Tails. I played a lot of games with my sister when she was growing up, and she was younger than me, so she couldn't really get the grips with the controls as much as me.
Sure.
And like when you had the 2-player split screen, she'd always get left behind. But being able to jump in early days where you could quite literally just be Tails on the back of the screen, not having to worry about lives or anything, and I'd get to the boss and I'd hide in the corner from Robotnik, and I'd say to my sister, get him. So it should jump over, and if she died, it didn't matter, and she'd get the last final hit, and she felt like she'd accomplished something. She's only like 4 or something at the time.
We shouldn't get me talking about Sonic 2, because I always piss people off when I talk about Sonic 2. But
I will just say though that what I love about Sonic 2 the most is the music. It's probably my favourite music in the entire series. I love Chemical Plant Zone, and when that got remade in Sonic Generations, I was just like over the moon. It was like my favourite stage in like the whole of Sonic, and I thought they did a great job of it in Generations.
No, the music in Sonic 2, I will concede, is brilliant.
Yeah,
it's so good.
Yeah, but go on, you tell me what I know what your favourite is, but go on, you say.
Do you? You might be surprised.
Okay then.
But probably not really. But okay, we'll say Sonic 1 is a pretty hard game, so I never really got really far. I remember when I played it when I was little. I probably only could like do maybe the first like zone or something, or maybe a bit of Marble Zone.
Yeah, I
I
used
don't
to get
really
stuck
know.
on that one.
And then Sonic 2, I kind of like, but you know, as you predicted, Sonic 3 is my favorite, and I think that was the first one that really, really, really drew me in a really big way, and that was probably like my earliest experience of being really hooked on a game for quite a while. And although it's not a very long game, I remember, you know, it was pretty difficult for someone
It is,
who
yeah.
I must have only been about 6 or 7 when I was playing through that, and remember just being totally drawn into it.
I'll be honest, I don't hold that same thing with Sonic 3 because I never had it on the Mega Drive. I didn't play it for the first time until it came out
Oh,
on the Virtual
really?
Console on the
Well,
Wii.
Sonic 3 was fucking magic
Oh, yeah, I don't
because
know.
because like although Sonic 2 was cool and yeah, I like Tails, there was nothing at the time more magical than getting that Sonic and Knuckles cartridge and locking it on. That
Yeah.
was the coolest shit I'd ever seen at the time. That was
Yeah.
magic.
Yeah, I'd be honest again. Like, I think it's because I didn't get the Mega Drive till late in its day.
Yeah,
And it sort of passed me by in terms of that in Sonic 3.
yeah,
And the Saturn was probably already out at that point.
yeah, and that you could lock it onto the other cartridges as well. It
Yeah,
was just
yeah.
it felt like something out of the future.
Well,
And
yeah.
it was that's downloadable content
It
of the
is.
90s
Yeah,
kind
that
of.
is. The thing, when I first played Sonic 3, like in 2008, and I remember just the levels, I loved how the levels just like seamlessly went to the next, not the levels, actually,
Yeah.
the acts went seamlessly into the next act.
Yeah, it was very kind of it felt
I would have thought that was
kind
really
of
cool as a kid, I reckon.
yeah, me too. It was really kind of cinematic for
Yeah,
its day.
yeah, definitely. Like compared to Sonic 2, definitely.
The,
The way that it
the,
opens as well.
there are so many good things I could say about Sonic 3 Knuckles though. It's like in my opinion I like Sonic 2, but in my opinion I think other than like a few zones like definitely Chemical Plant. Yeah, I can't really think of them off the top of my
Emerald
head.
Hill, the first one.
Yeah,
Was,
it's definitely Emerald Hill. Like the first zones especially are brilliant, but I
Mm.
think like in my opinion the design isn't as good as Sonic 3. Some of the design's really cheap.
Well,
The one
water's
the one that
rising.
sticks out to me is the one where you're on the air fortress thing at the end.
Yep.
There's lots of like
forget what
bottomless
that is.
pits and insta deaths.
I
and
never got to that stage on the Mega
Really?
Drive. On the Mega Drive, no, I never
And,
got that far.
I just think in terms of giving the player a chance. I mean, sure, I believe in difficulty, but I think Sonic 2 is a bit on the cheap side.
Oh yeah, definitely. The thing that also grabbed me as well with Sonic 2 compared to 1 was the special zones. I still to this day cannot stand the special zones.
Oh, I
of
can't.
Sonic
No,
1.
I can't get away with those. No, I'm all about blue spheres.
So like now, I will admit that the Sonic 3 special stage is really cool. It's like almost like a sort of weird puzzle element to it.
Yeah,
But looking when I first played Sonic 3's special stages in 2008, I was like, "What the fuck is this?" Like,
Yeah.
I
No,
thought the tube things were so much cooler to like
They're-
aesthetically, but
there's definitely like a learning curve to
yeah,
it.
definitely. Yeah, once you get used to it, I will agree that them stages are pretty cool.
They're really well designed as
They
well.
are. Yeah.
But yeah, no, I could never get away with the special stages in Sonic 2, especially like if I didn't have someone to play with and I wanted to play with Tails on my like in my party, he would be just a dick. In the special stage, he would bump into things,
Yeah.
you know.
See,
Yeah.
I know when I used to play it with my sister, we used to work together. Whereas when you play that now, one person is always jumping in front of the other constantly. And
Yeah.
it doesn't work. But if you're working together, like how me and my sister did back then, we love doing it like that. But
Yeah.
who knows? I might have loved Sonic 3 more if I got it when I was a kid.
Sure.
It's not about what I think is better. It's just in my mind is just like
No, I totally get what you mean, and it does sound a bit like I'm shitting on Sonic 2. I'm
No.
absolutely not. I know I love Sonic 2,
Yeah.
but I love it much less than I do Sonic 3. One thing I've always loved about Sonic 3 Knuckles, which sometimes goes a bit underappreciated, is how unbelievably cinematic it is for that kind of game.
Yeah.
For its day, and
Not many 2D, not many platformers even after that.
no,
game
not many
that.
2D platformers really even attempted to have kind of narrative aspects, and Sonic 3 Knuckles does it in such like a kind of subtle way. It's a lot of it is about stuff going on in the levels. Like obviously there's like stuff in the foreground, like the set pieces, like in
There's a lot more going on the screen.
yeah, there's like levels falling apart, and also you know in Angel Island Zone the forest is being burnt down.
Yep.
That's all happening dynamically in the background as
Yeah.
you play through the level. And then in Sky Fortress Zone, you
Newness
see,
of that one, yeah.
of course when the death egg rises up in the background
Yeah.
and all that, that's totally just going on. It's not integral to know. It's not integral to enjoy the game, but it's just really cool. How there's no dialogue, there's no bad voice acting or anything like
Yeah,
that.
see, I think that I was just thinking
It's
that with
just yeah, it's just a story that's pretty big and epic in its scope, but it's totally just happening in the background. Apart from like the occasional part where Knuckles comes into play.
they're interactive cutscenes, like how they're trying to do more. You see that in games nowadays where you're trying to involve you in the cutscene. It's not just like now just cut away from the game from here, watch a 4-minute video of something, and then cut back to the game again. It's like I guess that worked well back.
I think that's something we could have and really should have gone back to in Sonic 4. Is that it was so cool how it just happened dynamically.
Yeah, we'll move on actually to what's next for Sonic. At the moment, we only know 2 games that exist, like properly exist, and that's I forget what their subtitles are, but the Sonic Boom on the 3DS and Sonic Boom on the Wii U. I think that from what I've seen, I reckon the 3DS version might be the better game just because of its pedigree in terms of the developer.
I don't really have much insight into that.
So the developer of the Wii U, I think they're a Big Red Button they're called, aren't they?
Yeah, I know the Wii U one's called that.
Yeah, now they're a new studio, but they've got like ex Naughty Dog and
I've heard
people or
that.
something. So like that straight away to me, great.
It's got it had some people who worked on Crash.
Yeah. And then Sanzaro Games, who are doing the 3DS version. I think that's more of a. I don't think it goes 3D. I think it is just 2D side scroller.
Yeah, it's quote unquote 2.5D.
Yeah, being made by that's the same developer who did Sly 4, which I thought was a really good game.
I see.
They seem like they've had a pretty long time on it, but the fact that it's a TV tie-in, I don't know how much freedom they've got on what they can do.
Yeah, as I understand, it doesn't run alongside the TV show. It's like it sets it up or something.
Yes, you're right.
The TV show will take place after it, and
they're 2 totally different games as well, aren't they, story-wise?
Yeah. I don't really know the chronology of it. Yeah, well, it's important to remember that it's not a part of the main series. It's a totally kind of new kind of universe of Sonic, like the comics are. I guess it kind of looks interesting within its own thing. And have you played it yet?
I haven't played it, no.
Okay, so I have played it. I've played the Wii U version.
Awesome.
And no, not awesome, sadly. So I was really disappointed by it because I remember.
And that's disappointing to hear you say that as well.
Yeah, because I've got a bit of a soft spot for Sonic, but
yeah.
So what I played of it was I only played a few minutes to be honest, but I didn't really want to play any more of it. It was some kind of like jungly level. And have you played what's that like endless runner Sonic game?
Yeah, I did a review on that. Sonic
What's
Dash?
it called? Yeah, Sonic Dash. I was gonna say Sonic Rush. No, that's wrong.
Yeah, that's a good game.
Yes, that's a good game. So Sonic Rush, Sonic Dash. Sorry, Sonic Dash is okay for what it is. It's an endless runner.
It's
like,
harmless.
Yeah. Well, I don't know. Like some of the microtransactions are
okay.
A bit
Maybe
shitty.
not harmless on that front, no.
Yeah, but I think it's okay. I guess you could say it's not terrible.
No.
It's vaguely fun if for something you want to play for a minute on a train or something.
Which I guess that's what they're probably going for.
In Sonic Boom, the kind of the game is seemingly split up into sections of speed and combat, and what you used to with Sonic games is that it kind of seamlessly flows between the two. And Sonic Boom doesn't really do that. You go into these really fast sections which look cool, but basically play just like that game, Sonic Dash on the iPhone, where you have like a plane of like three kind of things.
It is that limited in terms of you just go 3 lanes?
Yeah, in the part that I played there was 3 lanes, and I think you could spin dash, and that was it. That was your spin dash and jump were your only attacks.
Wow.
And I think you could make yourself go a little faster. Didn't really handle very well at all. When he ran into an object, Sonic would pause for a second, he'd fall over, and then he'd instantly pick the speed back up, and it just the animation looked really janky, and there wasn't any, I know this is like a common, really cliche complaint of Sonic game, but there was no kind of feeling and momentum about it at all. It just felt like you were on a very kind of on rails fixed path, and it just wasn't very fun at all. and then you got to the combat.
Is it as jarring as going from like Sonic Unleashed style, sort of like faster combat sections?
Kind of like remind me of the Werehog, but no, I'm not saying that the separate levels. I mean,
Yeah.
you do a thing and then you immediately go into a combat thing,
Yeah.
and it slows the game right down. And then you have to like stop in an area with Knuckles and stuff, and the other characters, and beat up a bunch of enemies, and it was like some kind of bad hack and slash, like Werewolf was.
Wow.
I mean,
I was really hoping that it was going to be like you're going to have these speed sections, which weren't going to be as limited as what you're describing, and then go into these.
Oh, it was
these like more open area levels. Like actually have like a platformer. Maybe,
yeah,
like a 3D platformer.
It wasn't exactly like the Werehog. I mean, the Werehog, I don't think is terrible, but it was kind of like it was like a different flavor of bad, I guess you could say.
Yeah.
Whereas Sonic Boom is more kind of combat built out of Sonic's kind of typical moveset.
Right.
Apart from he has this like wire move, with this laser move, but yeah.
You swap between the 4 characters, don't you?
Yeah, God, it didn't really feel good at all. It was just kind of boring, and enemies kept coming out, and I was kind of like, in a better paced game, we would have moved on from this like a minute ago, and maybe it was just the way I was playing it, but I really didn't enjoy it at all, and I walked away like before the demo had ended, and that rarely happens.
Big question though: are you going to get it when it comes out?
To be honest, probably not. Unless I get like some kind of review copy or something like that, then I doubt it's something. It doesn't really strike me as something I want to buy.
Okay.
I don't know. I guess I'll wait for the reviews, but right now I'm not really impressed with it at all. I didn't enjoy it much, and not sure about that one.
No, I'll be honest. I was cautiously optimistic about it, even reading some of the previews beforehand. Even though to me it looked good, but the previews did not go well. The 3DS version looks okay though.
Yeah, the 3DS version looks. Yes, I haven't played that one.
It
but
looks more similar to the 2D sections of like Generations or like Rush.
Yeah, have you played Sonic Generations 3DS?
Yes, I have.
Not much praise in that comparison, but it kind of looks more like that.
Yeah.
To be honest with you, Sonic Team, they're definitely working on the next big Sonic thing.
Yeah.
And this sounds like I'm basically saying, oh, the Wii is doomed. No, I don't think it is coming to the Wii U at all. I think
Xbox One.
Yep, that's what I'm saying, and possibly PC. I think that's the way it's going to go. I think Sonic Team tried with Lost World. It sold really badly, and now they're going to go back to that audience. And in light of the success of the PS4 and this, after Sonic Boom comes out, their partnership with Nintendo
will finish.
Yeah, will end for now. Yeah.
Which is kind of disappointing. It's like, they get 3 exclusive Sonic games. It turns out it's Sonic Boom, and Lost World. Even though I like Lost World, but
I think Lost World's alright, I guess.
Yeah. Anyway, I think we'll leave it there. So the next time on Alpha Chat is going to be the letter T. Make sure to let us know.
The letter T?
Yes.
Oh, right.
It'll be a game series beginning with the letter T. Not literally. We're not going to be talking about the letter T.
I don't know why. Okay, carry on. Sorry.
I'll let you go on. Take a guess. What do you reckon the next series could be?
Turok.
Turok.
Or Tomb Raider.
I'm not going to say yes when you get it, or if you have already got it.
Okay.
Anyway, we'll finish it there. Bye-bye.
Did I get it right?